So, all this chaos, confusion, and fighting, dealing with devilish energy. Now we have the tower falling, that's bringing injustice, and it's removing the illusions, and helping us to understand why we have had sleepless nights. And the fact that this Two of Wands, which was what I brought up, standing at a crossroads, trying to make a decision on which path to choose, but not being able to choose a path because of the illusions that we've been under. And, all of these truths right now, with all the chaos and, the pain that all these truths have been causing, we're wrapping up a cycle here. We're wrapping up a cycle. Again, I say with people, places, and situations, and I'm just literally pulling out the cards from that deck there. And they're telling us a story about the fact that we've been waiting on this cup of emotion to be offered to us, and it hasn't. The cup has been empty. So, we've been working on things and waiting to see results, but we have not been able to, come up with the results that we've needed in a situation. So now a death is taking place, a death in a situation, which again, everybody's situation is different. So we're becoming the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is seeing things in a clearer light, seeing the truth, but having to cut people, places, and situations out after feeling as if we are being juggled in a situation, or the lack of clarity has caused us to juggle different situations, not being able to see clear enough to choose the right path. So we are now coming out of a hermit mode. We've been in hermit. We've been contemplating, and this light here is looking at the light of God, trying God enlightening us on a situation, being in deep contemplation mode. But all these painful truths that we've been needing to understand in order to set ourselves free, to bring about change, which is death. Death represents change, So now we are slowly coming out of this hermit mode, and we are bringing judgment to a situation. Making decisions accordingly, which is, what judgment is. It's a resurrection. It's newness. It's, being open and vulnerable, accepting the truth, calling things out as they are, seeing things as they are, blowing your trumpet on situations in your life in order to bring about a change, in order to be able to move forward and move out of this stagnant energy in order to gain our happy ending, which is our 10 of Cups. Coming out of this hangman mode. Being hanged, upside down is gaining enlightenment, having to stay in a position in order to gain enlightenment, but it shows that we are becoming enlightened. Want me to help you? We have been becoming enlightened, and we're bringing judgment to the situation. And the old things are dying out so that new things can come in. We are, seeing a fulfillment in our life. We're going to have things to be able to celebrate in our lives. Once we come out of this hangman mode, which is what we're in the process of doing, which it can take some time to fully understand everything, in order to bring about a death, which is a change, in order to lead to celebrations and to ultimately lead to our happy ending. But this has been us. We've been the Hierophant, not being able to understand why, things are unhappy in our lives. The fact that we haven't been able to understand where this unhappiness comes from. But it's showing that we're moving on with the Chariot. We're moving on from, manifestations in our lives that have not come out the right way, and understanding what has been manifested, which is the Magician, because he manifests. Things have not been manifest. They haven't turned out the way we would have wanted them to. Like with the Magician, like we haven't been able to have a complete fulfillment with this King of Cups. Things have been here with the Magician. We've been trying to manifest, but no matter what we try to do to manifest, we continue to have this unhappy home life. But we are standing in our King power with a cup full of love, and we are waiting, simply just waiting on our ships to sail in, to be able to move ahead to this Ace of Pentacles new offer from the hand of God, in order to balance out this stuck energy, which this is unbalanced energy. This is stuck energy. Being able to move on. God is giving us a new opportunity to come out of this unbalanced, stuck energy in order to gain our 10 of Pentacles. But again, God is just reconfirming the story that we have not been able to stand in our power. But we have been sitting with a cup full of love. Yeah. Can I help you? Here you go. But we have been, waiting with our cup of love for this opportunity to come in, for the right opportunity. But no opportunity has presented itself to us that has been worth, our investment. So we have continued to get, lack of clarity and a disapproval from God, saying, no, this is not it. No, this is not it. And we've just been trying to wait patiently, but getting impatient. And again, just grieving. We've been grieving over the loss of how long all of this has taken, and it's kind of put us in, an upside down position of being frustrated. Like, what more do I have to do? And like I said, with this King of Wands, I always look at the King of Wands with this wand being on the ground. Like, I'm putting my foot down, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm watching, I'm wondering, I'm standing in my power, waiting on my ships to arrive. When is this going to happen for me? And this is standing in your integrity. But this when it's upside down, it's losing patience. It's kind of like laying your royalties down, like getting tired and taking off your robe and saying, like, look, I'm putting my foot down, but I'm waiting and I'm wondering, and I'm getting tired of just being girded up as the king, waiting for this offer to come in, and it's just becoming too heavy to bear. And I'm just getting fussy at this point, and I am waiting and I'm wondering. We've been in this energy of waiting and trying to be hopeful with our cup full of emotion to try to find someone that we can offer it to, but just standing with this cup in our hand and getting impatient and looking and being mournful over the things that have not manifested, everything that we've invested, it not coming to fruition, certain friendships or relationships or whatever that we thought were going to be have not been, certain doors that we wanted to open, just did not open for us. Yeah. Here, baby. And also, again, God clarifying the fact that we've been waiting for this wheel to turn. And this just further, clarifies what is going on here. Waiting being sorrowful, being full of emotion, like full of emptiness, just wondering why, getting impatient, the fact that this wheel has been in the reverse and we need it to turn, you know, really. We've been waiting on this wheel to turn and for a new offer to come in. Literally now learning to let go and hold on with strength. We're having to let go of people, places, and situations, no longer holding on so tightly, gaining strength to the fact that with facing all this truth, that whatever we thought this was that's coming in the long term, it's not gonna be what we thought it was gonna be. And because here the very last card is the Page of Cups in the reverse, which is how the story ends, which is Page of Cups represents a new beginning in love, and it being in the reverse literally again just confirms that there's no new beginning in the situation.